What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. And the Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It's complete on the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. They're going back to the ground. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Gay. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. So Duke's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Gay. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down. Trying play action.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking to fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the 2nd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by a field goal over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They're setting up the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 84 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass, it's Gay. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense picks it up. Flying down the left side. The 30. He's at the 10. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not. He got the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Big guy smells it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Touchdown, Duke! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The give on the option. Turning it on!
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Keeps it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Offense working from the pistol. To the ground with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll run play action. Lobs it off the back foot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They feed him again. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. right back to him on the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll go to the counter play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles. Like
Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 21 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Gay. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Okay.
Quarterback empties his backfield.
Here we go.
He'll take it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
On the ready.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Come on, set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Gay. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him downfield. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.